What the hell is Xenothreat? Hello and welcome back to the channel. I hope you, as I have myself, had a chance to play Xenothreat. Um, and this video is going to be kind of my breakdown on what my thoughts were after playing through it. So I actually got the chance to play through this 3 different times. The first time, as you see, this is recording on screen. I actually had a lot of fun with this last time. It was not glitchy. I don't have the best internet where I'm from, and it ran smoothly with a bunch of other people communicating and fighting. I mean, the sounds were a little glitchy at points, but other than that, sounds were fine. The light and the sounds came out perfectly. No drop in quality. Frames per second were still very good. I have to say, it just ran smoothly. Everyone seemed to be on the same page. The ships did glitch, the larger ships, like the Idris and the Javelin, did glitch every now and then. But for the most part, they actually ran smooth. So I was very, very impressed with how this ran. I thought lighting was great, a little dark at times, but I mean, you could see all the ships. You weren't running into things. There were like asteroids, but it wasn't terrible. You could fight, you could fly around, you could see everything. You weren't flying blind, and I actually had a lot of fun with this. So yeah, so let's get into it. If you're not familiar with what Xenothreat is, this is like the second or third iteration. I believe this was actually my first Xenothreat playing, so I've heard from other people that have played before this was 10 times better than what it was last time, and it seemed to run great. So Xenothreat, the whole process, or the whole point behind this event, is that you're part of the Civilian Defense Force, or the CDF, and you have been asked by the UEE, by the military, to come out and help them repel Xenothreat. Now, Xenothreat is an outlaw group. They've launched a campaign of violence against the Stanton System, and eventually these will be throughout the entire persistent universe in all 100 systems, or at least the ones controlled by the UEE. And I do see them playing a part in Squadron 42, and not only that, also Squadron 42 Part 2 and Squadron 42 perhaps Part 3, but that might be a different iteration. They might become more of a dominant power in the system, which I am looking forward to the future of this Xenothreat and kind of how it evolves. So Xenothreat is basically, they hate two things. They hate the UEE, mostly because of its imperialistic means, and they also hate aliens. So they don't like any of the aliens. They think they're evil. They don't like how the UEE has kind of been friendly towards aliens and wanting to assimilate them, and like the Tavarans, the Cheyenne, and the Vanduul. I don't think anyone really likes the Vanduul, and we haven't really heard about the Thirak or the other alien species. There's a few other alien species. So they believe in human domination. So they want the humans to rule the galaxy, and that's kind of how it's evolved into this. So yeah, you're part of the CDF, the Civilian Defense Force. You get called out to the other side of the galaxy. Now, I was actually New Babbage, so you have to go out to New Babbage. So it's on kind of the far side of or on the Stanton System. Where I spawned, I actually spawned at the beginning of this event in Orion. So in order to get there, I had to travel to 3 different planets in my Mustang in order to get there. But it was, I mean, it was enjoyable. You got to see all the, you landed, you fueled up, and then you took off again. And then once you got there, it had a blast. Now, the only problem I ran into was the second time I played Xenothreat, and there was a glitch or something happened where the Javelin was there, but Xenothreat never showed up. And you didn't get rewarded for that mission because you never actually fought Xenothreat. It kept saying that Xenothreat is incoming, and after waiting about an hour, Xenothreat never came. So it was either bad intel, or there was some sort of glitch where Xenothreat never spawned, or was extremely delayed in spawning. So that was the only criticism I had of this mission. The third time I played, it was fun. It was a lot of fun. I actually hit the tail end of it, so I didn't get as much of playtime as I did my first time around. But the good news is, if you haven't had a chance to play Xenothreat, there is, I believe, a couple more days left. I believe it's either 7th or the 9th. So you have either today or a couple more days to get in on Xenothreat and really go and test it out. I mean, it's great to fly around with some friends. The comments and kind of the communication on there is awesome. I wish I would have known some people and would have set up something beforehand so we could have gotten into each other's ships. Met a few people with some multi-cruise ships like the Vanguard. Someone had a 600i, so I wish we would have teamed up there to really take it take it to Xenothreat. But it was a fun event. And if you haven't gotten into Xenothreat, I would go now, so you can at least try it out before it ends. There are some pretty good deals on some ships if you want to. You have some war bonds on the Anvil Hurricane, you have the Retaliator Bomber, and you have the Vanguard Warden. Personally, my personal favorite out of those three is the Anvil Hurricane. I think the aesthetic is just better than the Bomber, but the Bomber you can really lay down some damage in this event. So if you haven't played yet, I encourage you to try, because the end explosion after you blow up Xenothreat's Idris is so satisfying, and you get great rewards for it as well. So thank you for tuning in. Those are my thoughts. Like I said, ran smoothly. The only thing is that it glitched once, which is bound to happen in an alpha game. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. So I hope to tune you in. If you like this video, please subscribe, and hit the bell notification to be updated on when I upload a video. I plan to be doing more videos, some reviews on ships, teaming up with some friends and reviewing their ships, and really giving you all the most accurate information that I can on this game, and eventually Squadron 42, which I'm really looking forward to the single-player part of that. So thank you very much for tuning in. Again, this is Star Citizen, and I will see. This is Citizen Sadow, and I will see you in the verse.